hard hat on. My name is Luca, I'm 17 and I'm currently studying a T-level technical qualification in construction, design, planning and surveying. On a typical day of college, I'll wake up at around 6-7 o'clock, get in the shower, freshen up, have some breakfast, get ready. Wait, where's my tie? Then drive to college and crack on with the learning. Let's get to it. I chose quantity surveying because I love working with numbers, I was interested in construction and I didn't want to be stuck in the office. The split between college work and the work experience is brilliant. You go to college for 4 days and you go to your work experience for 1 day a week. Safety first. I come to sites like these, get to work with numbers and I get to work in the industry that I wanted to work in. I've always loved construction, whether that was being younger, playing with Lego, building things that I could. I always had a feeling that this was the industry that I wanted to work in. They are currently demolishing a kitchen. Robert is my work experience boss. He's amazing, he's very hands-on.
So that bearing steel takes this steel, and this one takes this steel.
So what I love about my T-level course, the fact that I could implement my learning that I've done in college and actually expand it in the workplace. I can still go to university and get a degree with it, which many people probably don't know. With my course, I'd like to go on to do a degree apprenticeship, which allows me to earn whilst I learn and then just progress the ranks. Just be the best that I can in my field. Time to head home, get a gym session in, get those gains. You might think that you have no time to do anything. I go out and play football twice a week. Bit of a Chelsea fan. I still have time to do things that I like to do. I would 100% recommend T-levels to younger people. For me, I love the hands-on experience aspect of the course. Being 17, I love just being able to go on job sites, building sites. You really do solidify that learning, and when that hits for you, you get an adrenaline rush. It's an incredible feeling, it really is.
Ready?
Steady.
Go. Here at Lloyds Banking Group, there's no such thing as just an apprentice. I'm in a position to say whether our products are fair, ethical and designed to help Britain prosper.
That moment when you realise you're in a team managing over £150 billion in funds.
It isn't all finance all the time. I led a partnership with Macmillan to help our customers access better cancer care.
Everyone knows you can trust Lloyds. I've seen our bold sustainability commitments and every day I see us following through.
1 minute I'm leaving uni with my sports science degree. The next I'm in a room thinking of ideas to help millions of families during the pandemic.
I work in financial crime, international sanctions. As you can imagine, it's a pretty interesting place to be right now.
1 minute you're reading about the cost of living crisis, and the next you're writing a briefing paper on it.
Off the back of my dissertation on DevOps pipelines, I went into an engineering role, and now I'm rolling it out company-wide.
We all got million subscriptions nowadays, so my team built a tool that helps 18 million customers manage them in our app.
When it's not developing with React or Redux, it's gaming with the other grads, or the odd night out.
I couldn't be prouder of my outreach work through Lloyds, helping school-age girls and non-binary people get into coding.
My next step, go for an associate director role, either in my team or something new and exciting. How's that for a rotation?
Hi everyone, and welcome to Tuesday of Lloyds Career Live in National Apprenticeship Week 2023. Every day of this special week in 2023, we're hosting a 23-minute show called The Daily Download to celebrate the week and some of the amazing experience that apprenticeships can offer. I'm Damon, and my role in Lloyds Bank Group when I'm not live streaming on YouTube is Comms and Colleague Engagement Manager.
And introducing myself, I'm Amy, and my role in Lloyds Banking Group when I'm not hosting Careers Live events is a DevOps engineer. And normally on the first Tuesday of every month, we have a whole hour-long live stream that explores one particular career in depth. But for our National Apprenticeship weekly daily broadcasts, being as it's 2023, we have only 23 minutes to cram in a lot of content.
When we say National Apprenticeship Week, we mean national. This thing is bigger than Lloyds Banking Group. Every company in England and Wales has apprentices is celebrating this week. That's hundreds of thousands of apprentices. This is what we've squeezed in for you for just 23 minutes. The first of our field reports will be hearing from our colleague Rich, who has been in Wales, specifically Basic School in Newport, talking to students about careers and apprenticeships. We'll then meet Junior Saunders. Junior spends all his time in schools helping students understand how apprenticeships work. There are a lot of myths out there surrounding apprenticeships, and we've asked Junior to do a bit of myth busting for us.
Lots of you studying for GCSEs at the moment will know what subjects you're studying, but maybe not so much what you can do as a job with the subjects you love. So, every day this week, we're going to talk to some of our apprentices about their favourite subjects in school, how it's helped them in their apprenticeship, and explore some of the many different careers you can try through an apprenticeship.
Now, in an apprenticeship, you learn particular skills to do a particular job, but under the hood, every job comprises of 8 essential skills. These are called the Skill Builder Essential Skills, and we'll take a look at 2 of these today and hear from one of our apprentices about why they are important in the world of work.
And if you feel inspired but have questions, our colleagues from Lloyds Talent Team are on hand in the chat. You can ask any question that pops in your mind and we'll do the best to answer them.
We've enabled closed captions should you need them, and the chat is open both in Zoom and if you're watching us on YouTube. And we're also standing by to answer any of those questions.
The theme for this year's National Apprenticeship Week is Skills for Life. Everyone's been encouraged to use the hashtag NAW2023, and here are some highlights from around the country that we've seen so far. UCAS, most famously known for supporting students on their journey to get a university place, has announced plans to expand their offering to apprenticeships. Soon, students will be able to see apprenticeship opportunities alongside degree courses. And from 2024, will be able to apply for an apprenticeship alongside their undergraduate degree application. Proving you're never too old to learn, Worcester News has told the story of George Davies, who left school with no qualifications and at the age of 40 was supported through job interviews, something he's not done for 15 years, to pass his functional skills for maths and English and now train as an LGV driver. Well done, George. And winner of the most tempting job description of the week so far goes to Mondelez, who are recruiting for, wait for it, a chocolate research and development degree apprenticeship. Wow, that sounds amazing.
Now for the first of our field reports. National Apprenticeship Week is celebrated here in England, but also in Wales too. And it's across the Severn Bridge we now go to hear from Richard Quato, who's been visiting local schools, delivering careers events and hearing his thoughts from his visit to Basic School in Newport.
Hi all, it's Richard Quato here and I'm one of the apprenticeship delivery managers at Lloyds Banking Group. I've spent this beautiful sunny afternoon in South Wales at Caerleon Comprehensive School speaking to their Year 12 students about apprenticeships, which is quite fitting given that Caerleon Comprehensive School is in the heart of the ancient Roman town of Isca, or now known as Caerleon. My colleague and I, Sian Brooks, had a brilliant day talking to the Year 12s all about apprenticeships, and firstly being able to dispel some of the myths about apprenticeships. So being able to dispel the myths that apprenticeships are always low-paid employment, being able to dispel the myths that apprenticeships are for people that can't go on to university. So it was really interesting to see how the students were quite surprised by that actually, and it's obvious that there are still myths out there about apprenticeships. So we had a bit of fun talking about those myths with some interactive activity there before we went on to talk about the breadth of organisations today, and that not all is what it first seems. So it's important to really look behind the door of organisations. For example, if you take Lloyds Banking Group, it takes a lot of skills to power Lloyds Banking Group, and therefore we talked about, whilst we've got some very important customer facing frontline roles, we've also got roles in the tech space such as software engineering, and roles in the security space such as cyber security. So there's a lot of things behind organisations, and again I think the students there were quite surprised to see how even within a bank such as Lloyds Banking Group there are almost endless opportunities and really are something for everyone. We really focused on how apprenticeships are for everyone, and therefore the key thing from today's session was to talk about helping students, giving students more information to help them understand what's right for them. We talked about how everyone's an individual and therefore what's right for some people won't be right for others, so it's important for them to weigh up their options. And hopefully we were able to put across that apprenticeships are a very, very valid, useful option for them for their career journey. As I say, it was a great day, and Sean Brooks and I were really pleased to be able to go and speak to the students and had a great afternoon with them. Thanks very much.
Okay, so I'm pleased to say Rich put in a good performance and wasn't kept behind after school for detention. He's manning our chat today, so don't be afraid to ask those questions. And anyone in school in the Bristol area may well have come across our next guest. Junior Saunders spends his time visiting schools and talking to parents and students about apprenticeships. We asked him to tell us his top myths and legends about apprenticeships, and this is what he has to say.
So we have the second myth-busting question now, but apprenticeship qualifications aren't as highly recognised. This is absolutely incorrect, because when we look at the table of qualification levels and their equivalents, and I'll give you an example now, what we have is this. So we've got our GCSE results, which are 5 A-star to C's, 4 to 9s. A-star to C's was my era, so that was going back way back in the day. Now we've got a criteria of 4 to 9, okay? An equivalent to that would be an intermediate apprenticeship. Then we've got an advanced apprenticeship, which is equivalent to 3 A-levels. Then we've got a higher apprenticeship, which is equivalent to a foundation degree and above. Then we've got a degree apprenticeship, which is an equivalent to a bachelor's or master's degree. So what we need to understand is the language. And I have a saying, actually, when I speak to students. If I turn around to a student and I say, hello, good morning, how are you doing today? Based on what kind of mood they're in, they may turn around to me and say, hello, Junior, I'm very well, thank you, how are you? They may stay quiet, it depends. Now, if I turn around to another student, and yes, I'm really going to say this, because about 95% of the students understand this, and I'll clarify this even more, and I say, well, go on, my G, they will turn around to me and say, well, go on, my G back. And if you don't know what that means, it means hello in a very, very street way, okay? Now, just because I said, hi, good morning, and then, well, go on, my G, doesn't mean anything less or anything more. It's a different way of saying it. So what we need to understand is that the qualifications itself, they go up to level 7. So you can actually start on a level 3 and go all the way up to level 7, and employers recognize the value of the qualification because they're invested in apprenticeships. They understand the value of apprenticeships. They understand this. So you can imagine at the Lloyds Banking Group, they offer an opportunity of complete apprenticeships, and there's loads of areas that you can get involved in as well. So it's not a case of it not being recognized. It absolutely is. But when we look at the tables, we need to understand it's a different way of saying it, but actually it carries a lot of weight in terms of the recognized qualification levels.
When you're at school, you've probably got subjects you really like, and then subjects you may not be so keen on. And you may be wondering, what can I actually do with these subjects anyway? Well, of course, when it comes to careers, there's always more than one way, as many of us working for Lloyds know well. But we asked our apprentices what were their favourite subjects at school, and we asked our friends at Amazing Apprenticeships to tell us a bit about different kinds of jobs you may be able to try out if you like this subject. Sam Thorne is an apprentice for Lloyds Banking Group, and his favourite subject at school was PE. Now, you may not necessarily think, how can Sam's love of sports translate into a job at Lloyds? But here's a short video from Amazing Apprenticeships that looks at all the things you could do if PE is your favourite subject. And then we'll hear from Sam to talk about how he really does transfer his sporting skills into the world of work.
Hi everyone, so my name is Sam Thorne. I'm a redress team manager within Lloyds Banking Group, so we deal with kind of rectifications as a whole. My favourite activity or lesson within school was definitely PE, so physical education. For me, it was, you know, I've grown up being very sporty, playing rugby, football, love kind of any kind of hand racket sport. So for me, it was great kind of growing up, being heavily involved with PE, and very much a kind of kinesthetic learning style, so very much hands-on in what I do. And I guess how that kind of links in with my role as well. So funny enough, I'm actually a football referee now, and so after playing the game, I've kind of hung the boots up and become a football referee. And I've been able to really like draw a lot of kind of leadership experience from the football referee in terms of kind of managing difficult situations and that communication, and I've been able to kind of bring that into my role as such within Lloyds. And also there's a really great kind of I guess space where individuals within the bank, colleagues within the bank can all speak about, you know, whether that's kind of football teams or rugby teams. So yeah, a really great kind of opportunity to look at kind of sports and bring it to life in the role as well.
Great to hear how Sam brings the outside world into his apprenticeship. Now, on an apprenticeship, you're likely to learn some great technical skills and knowledge, but alongside those skills are something called essential skills. Because most of our jobs involve working alongside other people, the essential skills help us to work effectively with others. Now, the great news is that you don't need to go to a classroom to learn these. You can be developing them right now through the things you do at school and the things you do outside school. There are 8 skills builder skills. Firstly, we've got speaking and listening, which help our communication. There's creativity and problem solving, which help us deal with uncertainty. Staying positive and aiming high, which helps us deal with setbacks and the unexpected. And teamwork and leadership, which help us work well with others. Today's skills are creativity and problem solving. And here's Miss Anne to tell us all about them, and our colleague Husna to tell us how she uses these skills in her job as a business analyst.
Hello everyone, I'm Missy Ann from Lloyds. Hope you're having a great National Apprenticeship week so far. When you're looking at things you could be doing when you leave school, you'll want to be thinking about both the skills and qualifications employers are looking for. When we talk about skills, there are things like maths, English and digital, which we call functional skills. We need these to help us learn other subjects. Then there's knowledge and technical skills, which we are often studying at school and on an apprenticeship. In between, these are essential skills. They help us navigate the world and thrive in the workplace. And each day this week, we're going to explore these skills builders' essential skills. So today we're going to be looking at problem solving and creativity. The world is changing so fast that we can't always go read an instruction manual because it's not been written yet. Instead, we need to rely on problem solving and creativity to help us. Problem solving starts off being about following instructions to complete tasks, seek help, and knowing when extra information is needed. As you get older and start to prepare for moving into the world of work, what's expected is a little bit more. When you get more advanced in problem solving, you'll be exploring problems by creating and testing out different potential solutions. And as you get even more skilled with problem solving, you will be able to deal with complex solutions, thinking about cause and effect, generating options, using logic and developing hypotheses, or imagine scenarios and drawing out learning for the future. Our second skill for today is creativity, which is about generating innovations or ideas that you can refine using problem solving process. When we were first starting out, we're already developing our confidence as imagination and sharing. When you get a bit more advanced, you'll be generating ideas and making improvements to things that already exist. You might take an idea from one context and apply it to another. And as you get even more skilled in creativity, you'll be able to lead other people in innovative practices, encouraging people to try out new things, test, explore, and build the future. Here at Lloyds Banking Group, we use problem solving and creativity every day because we're always facing challenges we've never seen before as we build the future of banking for our customers. And here is my colleague to tell us why it's important for them.
Hi there, my name is Husna Omaji and I'm a business analyst at Lloyds Banking Group. My role involves analysing our commercial banking online platform and looking for ways to improve the current systems we have in place. We aim to understand a business problem or opportunity in order to keep on top of trends and remain efficient. I use problem solving when assessing the business opportunity at hand. For example, we may use customer feedback to decide to automate an existing process within our banking platform. This helps to ensure our platform is accessible and simple to use for our customers so that they can bank with ease. I also use leadership and teamwork in my role as I'm responsible for creating the processes for our team by writing instructions for our software engineers to code and use to redesign our platform. So my advice to you is to ensure you take any opportunity you are given and to broaden your horizons. Never be afraid to start something new and step outside of your comfort zone. You'll always gain a valuable experience from it, even if you don't think so at the time. It's okay if you haven't got it all figured out either. Now's the time to keep your options open and find what makes you happy. I decided to do an apprenticeship as I felt ready to go into the working world, and studying full-time wasn't really for me. But this is your chance to decide what is right for you. I wish you all the best for your future and good luck with your next steps.
The great news is that everyone can build the essential skills, build their skills, not just in school, but also in what you do in your spare time. In fact, research shows that school leavers with average levels of essential skills can earn up to £10,000 more a year than those who don't have them. So these are definitely things worth thinking about. To learn more about your skills compare, here's a link where you can complete a quiz and find out your score along with lots of ideas of improving your essential skills. See you next time.
We're always developing our skill builder skills, wherever we are and whatever age we are.
And those essential skills also come in really handy when it's time to apply for jobs or go off to job interviews.
Amy, the clock is counting down, but before we go, here's a quick reminder of what's coming up tomorrow. We'll be back at 5 p.m. and we'll be visiting South Gloucestershire and Stroud College, Bilton campus with our apprentice, Melissa. Our apprentice, Mandy, will tell us all about how a love for history connects with her role in Lloyds. And Missy Ann and Viv will tell us all about staying positive and aiming high.
And at 6 p.m. tonight, not that far away now, we have Lloyds Careers Live, which is the big sister of Daily Download. And our colleagues, Ian and Elaine, will be interviewing special guests, including Tom Culley, who is Vice Chair of the Apprenticeship Ambassador Network, and Pete Milsom from UCAS. So if you've not yet signed up, you can pop over to our YouTube channel and catch the live stream at 6 p.m. for more apprenticeship goodness. It's amazing what you can cram into a breathless 23 minutes. So keep safe and we'll see you all again tomorrow for another Lloyds Careers Live Daily Download.
What does success mean to us?
Success is making a difference.
For our customers and our communities.
Success is empowering people from the start.
Building their confidence.
Giving them tools to start their careers.
Success is putting our people first.
It's knowing when to listen
and making the time to talk.
Success is supporting causes we care about.
It's getting involved.
All hands on deck.
Success is making banking better.
It's engineering a fairer future.
Making progress and leaving no one behind.
Whatever shape it takes.
Success starts with us.